Hey everybody, I'm Scott. These are Hot Rods, and you are watching Scott Rod's Garage. So we're back. I'm Scott, and Lynn, the love of my life, is on the camera, and we are going to show you our new Hot Rod shop. So if you've been wondering where the heck I've been for the last month, this is what I've been doing. Cutting holes in walls, putting doors and windows in, rearranging stuff, trying to get our whole shop organized. So now, if you pan around, you can see this is our new Hot Rod shop. This is where we're doing all the hot rods. This is where we're doing all the rat rods, all the classics, all the antiques, and all of our filming, with the exception of when we go to swap meets and car shows. So everything you're going to see is going to be in here, hopefully. I just want to talk real quick about some of the things that we've been working on. Real excited. I've been set back on some of my projects because it's been real busy in the regular shop, and I got bugs trying to eat me. So let's talk about Maxine first off. So we just pulled Maxine back in, and we're doing a bunch of work to Maxine. So now we've got the interior stripped out of her, getting her ready to go off to get a completely new interior. Everything, headliner, carpet, door panels, custom seats. I'm even putting another dash pad in. That's the dash for my parts car over there. The dash pad's in much better condition. So we are gonna take that dash, we're gonna paint it. We're going to paint the metal and plastic, and we're going to dye the upper vinyl part and the glove box door vinyl part to match the color that we're putting in it, which is a red, but it's a different, it's a much richer red. I think you're going to like the red much better. So let's talk a little bit more about what we're doing. Under the hood, we've already rebuilt the fuel and the brake system. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean up the engine. We're going to detail it. I took the valve covers and the air cleaner off of our spare parts car, sandblasted and primed those. We're about to paint these. We're going to paint the engine the same color red as how the interior is going to be. So the valve covers originally came with these little decals that I think are pretty cool, and there's a company that reproduces them. So I managed to get my hands on some. That's those. So once the valve covers are painted, those are going to be applied on the top, just like so, and then we'll clear coat over them. So it'll look like the day the car was new. Same thing with the air cleaner. Recently, the alternator stopped working, so not really surprised. The thing's 60 years old plus, so I'm putting a new alternator in, all new belts and hoses anyways, completely going through it, full tune-up. Everything mechanical. We're going to clean it all up really nice, paint the engine really pretty, but leave the under the hood area patina. Okay, I may shoot clear over everything once I've got everything, you know, all the hoses and belts and everything redone. We're going to convert the AC to 134A, so it'll blow ice cold air. New interior. What else? We're about to cut the windshield out. We have a brand spanking new windshield for this thing. We're about to cut that out and get the new windshield installed. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? So the trunk and the floorboards. So I am going to recondition those to what they look like when it came out of the factory. So it's basically, it's going to look like a brand new car overall, with the exception of we're keeping the patina. So that's where we're at so far with this. A bunch of stuff going on to this right now. Let's talk about Francesca. That's our custom F100. So Francesca's been sitting covered up outside for months now, since we brought her back to Florida. We brought her in. She was in for a little while. We finished off the exhaust and basically put her aside because I had so much stuff going on. So we've got her in. She ain't going anywhere now until she's done. So we're going to get back to work on this. We're going to kind of bounce back and forth from this, Maxine, and Madeline. We're going to finish up Madeline. Let me just talk a little bit about Madeline. Madeline should have been done about 5 months ago, but I'm also running a full-time business as well, and it's been kind of crazy around here. With everything that's going on, I had to kind of put her aside, put her on a shelf for a few months. But now we're in the hot rod shop. I don't have to move her in, move her out, move her around, put her aside. She's staying right here until she's done, and she's almost done. And by the way, Bill, if you're watching, I apologize. I inadvertently erased your number, and I have no way to reach you now. So if you see this video, reach out to me, because I really want you to stay involved in what's going on with this. For those of you who have been watching, you'll know that Bill's son, Steve, owned this car originally, and unfortunately he had succumbed to cancer. So I kind of dedicated this build on this car to both Steve and my mom, Madeline, who passed away 3 days after I bought the car. So we're going to finish this up pretty quickly now, and then I'm hoping that, Bill, if you're watching, don't forget, I offered to have you come out, stay with us, and take this thing for a ride. So I would love for you to do that. It would be very special, I think, for both of us. And that's about what we got going on right now. Also, I'll just throw a quick one in, our 66 Mustang project. That has really been put off to the side since I've been doing so many other things. So that, as soon as we get done painting Freddie the Falcon, which it's ready, it's up next for paint. It's all ready for paint right now. As soon as that's done, this goes into the body shop, and we're going to do this all over. While we're doing the body on this one, we're going to bring Freddie the Falcon in here. I'm going to finish the patches on the floor and put all new interior in her, and then we're going to detail the engine. I may pull the engine out and steam clean it and repaint it, and that's pretty much it. That car runs perfect. New wheels and tires. Once the interior's in, that car's done, and that will be available for sale. So let's talk about what we're going to video next. So out in the main shop, I'm going to bring you out there. We've had a run on rust repair lately. We do a lot of it. Nobody likes to do it, especially body shops. They don't want anything to do with rust. We do a lot of rust. We love rust here. So we have a Volkswagen Jetta on our lift right now. The rockers are atrocious. I'm going to show you that, and we're going to run a whole video on us repairing those, building those from scratch. So we just finished up a Scion XB that was gone on the passenger side. The whole rocker was completely gone, as was the dog leg and the lower part of the fender. We built all of that from scratch. I wanted to videotape that, but again, I've been trying to set the office, our new office, and everything up out here so I could get to work out here. So let's go take a look at what we got going on. Okay, so this is our rocker panel job. If you take a close look, you can see just how bad, I mean, rockers, they're non-existent. The only thing that's holding this stuff together is the chip guard, pretty much. So we're going to cut all of this out, and we're going to rebuild all of this on both sides. Look at that. Can you believe that? Look how bad that is. Look at, you see that? That's what rots it out. All the dirt, soil, and leaves to get caught in there, and road salt and everything else, and that's what happens. So we've got ourselves ready to rock and roll on this, and when we come back at you, we will be cutting this up and starting to grind everything down and fabricate the panels, and you will see it all here. So stay tuned.